Hey, welcome back everyone, Jayborino here, continuing Unification of Purifiers. This is Mission 2, created by CybrosX. If you're in danger, you can always use Cybros' abilities against your foes. Use them wisely. Perhaps that means we're going to get a Spear of Adun-like thing from Cybros. Cybros near Endion.
Endion wasn't cleansed of life as we expected. There are some locations which still resist destruction. These schematics you found, they belong to Terrans. It looks like they built these things on Endion. How is that possible? The Terrans had to have been there before we cleansed Endion. We must reveal their plans. What is the purpose of keeping Endion from destruction? I have fought once before against these fanatics. Their experiments have gone all wrong. Our technology will always be ahead. We must shut these things down to prevent any more danger to us. I'm a bit worried to see Zerg moving around Cybros. You're right, Phoenix. We must eliminate any danger in order to protect Cybros. An invasion will be prepared. Purification commencing. Prepare your blades, brethren. It is time to purify.
Purify that purification.
We must disable those power links to deactivate the barrier. Once all 3 links are disabled, Endion will be no more. You'll get access to the ability panel of Cybros. These abilities can help you against our foes on the battlefield. Use them wisely.
Okay, definitely sounds like we will be getting a Spear of Adun-like thing. Looks like we're getting adepts as well. That's fantastic. Very good against light units. We throw those in just to support our stuff with some ranged attacks. Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and throw down hard again. And, yeah, let's get started. That cutscene at the beginning was really, really cool. I like it a lot. And I don't think that uses the cutscene editor or anything like that. I think that's just straight up in-game. So it ran surprisingly well. Those types of things are always going to be a little framey. Plus, I'm recording, so my CPU is quite taxed. So if that was a little framey, I apologize. On my screen, it actually turned out fine. So again, on the recording, if it's framey, it's my CPU. It's not the mission itself. All right.
These power links must be destroyed. It will be a difficult task to break through the Terran and Zerg armies.
Is that a flame tank? Did anyone else see that? That looked like a perdition turret on top of a tank. What happened? I did not do this on why did this get pulled up?
This won't be an easy task, Coros. Terrans controlling the minds of Zerg are a dangerous enemy. There's no enemy who can stop us. We are one mind, Phoenix. We will win this battle as one.
Alrighty, so I think we definitely want to get these resonating glaives very, very fast. And I suppose let's look around our base. Well, that's nice. Come on back, and let's go ahead and throw down some more pylons a little further away from our base so that we're able to set up some of those siege cannons where we need them. I mean, we don't have a forge yet, but for now, let's just go ahead and keep these guys queued up. We're going to cancel a few so that we can go ahead and grab our forge. Right there is fine. Now we've got Warp Gate, which is going to help immensely, especially with our phasing energizers. That's going to be great, great, great. Really liking the feel of this campaign so far. Again, it has a professional feel to it. This is exactly what I said last time, so just repeating myself here. Nice that we have adepts or adepts. How is that? Is there a proper way to say that, or is that like potato? By the way, if you say potato, I can't agree with that. I can't in good faith agree with the potato pronunciation of potato. It's just a saying to say that, you know, different pronunciations for different folks is okay. But adept and adept, I think, are both correct pronunciations. It's like the difference between niche and niche. Both are proper pronunciations. Both are considered proper. Whereas potato, are they both considered a proper pronunciation, like officially, in some sort of English diction, from an academic perspective? Because that just seems wrong. I don't know. I'll be the one to say it outright. I'll admit maybe I'm incorrect, but I'm not 100% behind that. If you're one of those folks. All right, so we've got deploy pylon and orbital strike. Yeah, you know what? Sure. Wow, that's overkill. Oh, cool, and they're orange. That's really, really neat. Okay, so we definitely want to get some cannons over there, some siege cannons. Yeah, send your SCV. See what happens. Good work. Okay. This seems to be attacking faster than last, Oh, because that's against air. Okay, so they have a different attack versus air. That's really, really neat. So we have Zerg and Terran against us on this mission. Quite interesting. Now, something about the Terran have these psi links up, or some sort of link, power links that are creating a shield over parts of Endion, which is why they didn't get purified. Now, this whole thing about them controlling the Zerg.
I'm detecting a drop pod near our base. We should secure that location.
Okay, right here. I see. So the whole securing the location means that it throws down a spine crawler too. That's pretty neat. Okay. Oh, we can't even make. Okay, so we can't even upgrade our adepts yet. It shows here they can get the resonating glaives, but we can't get a Twilight Council right now. So that's okay. Let's go ahead and throw down a few more cannons here. Let's go ahead and get another warp gate. Let's go ahead and get our second gas, and then I'm just gonna start pumping out adepts and energizers once we can afford our cybernetics core. Cool, cool, cool. And I'm curious to know, I don't think we're going to be getting attacked from over here unless there's some sort of spawned unit. CybrosX did tell me, because at one point I had pointed out that, oh, I think that the attacks are spawned, and he told me directly, no, they're not. So theoretically, we won't be attacked from over here unless the enemy sends some sort of sneaky air attack around. And they might. I don't know. Oh, dear. These are all... Oh, no, they're not mercenaries. They're skinned as the, I think these are skinned as the Covert Ops Marauders. Interesting. So we're going to need a lot more, I think we're going to need a lot more, defense over here. I mean, ultimately, we really just need a lot more units, right? But let's go ahead and get our cybernetics core, and then get another group of pylons. Open these bad boys up. Ground weapons is just fine. So we got a bit of a tech boost. We have adepts, which isn't huge considering this is only 4 missions. Maybe we would have expected more of a tech boost. Granted, we also got our spear abilities, or rather our Cybros abilities, if you will. So this area over here seems to be the largest area that's getting attacked. Maybe I should push over in that direction first. We're gonna need a lot of units to move out, because it seems, well, okay, I'm of 2 minds. I don't think that those are mercenaries. I'm pretty sure they're not mercenaries, so it's interesting to see. They're just skinned that way. Again, that's from the Nova Covert Ops stuff. I don't know if these guys have, I don't think that they have, one of them might not. Oh, no, they both have reconstruction up. Nothing to worry about here. Do we get shield batteries? No shield batteries. That's okay. It's expected. It's not really purifier tech per se, and also, again, it really just depends on how fast you expect to be able to obtain tech. Okay, and then you get back to mining. I thought I had this saturated, but apparently I thought I had 16 of 16 at some point. Did I lose? Oh.
Another drop pod, brethren. It must be eliminated immediately.
Okay, we can get those resonating glaives, no problem. And it looks like we get the fast warp in, no problem, from our pylons that aren't touching warp gates as well. So that's just a minor UI thing that where like the pylon fields look different, where you'd think you'd get a faster warp in here, but actually it's normal over here as well. So let's just focus on getting our warp gates up. I might even want to just get more warp gates up so we can get faster income, even though I probably won't be able to realistically produce that fast. Might as well use that stuff. I mean, getting the pylon warp in it can save you money, but the way I'm of 2 minds, because you got to look at it 2 different ways. It's possible. Yeah, that is a flame tank. That's pretty cool. I like that model of the flame tank. Look, you can save yourself 100 minerals by throwing down your deploy pylon, or you can save yourself money by having to rebuild your cannons by using orbital strike to defend. So there's a few different ways to look at that. Let's just go ahead and queue these up right away. Change that, and I would like to get a few more siege cannons. We have to make sure that we stay very well defended, because these attacks are not a joke. Let's get one right there. Okay, pop all these open, and we're just going to start building like crazy. So what I was pointing out is you can get the resonating glaives. You get that from your cybernetics core. It claimed that you get it from your, from the Twilight Council. So again, it's just a minor thing, because I'm pretty sure that you used to be able to, you get that, like, for actual adepts in multiplayer, you get that from Twilight Council. So it's just a minor thing that needs changed with where you build those. Let's go ahead and get a bunch of sentinels, and we're moving on up. Moving on up, we'll just get some more energizers. Now, I'm pretty sure adepts can't attack air, right? Oh, they can. I didn't know that adepts can attack air. Whoops. Let me get our little shade thing, whatever. I'm not a huge fan of, I'm not gonna be microing my adept shades. I mean, it's kind of cool that you can debuff things with the enemies that touch the shade, take 5 extra damage. I think that's exclusively from the campaign. Pretty neat. So, I mean, I really like my options here. Probably gonna just making a lot of, how much are they? 150. We don't have enough money to get too many of those. Let's get a round of them right now. And just for proof of concept, we might have a minorly, just a very minor shorter cooldown if you do the non-super neat stuff. Oh, drop pod. Whoop, gotta get over there. Okay, so, I mean, some attacks are spawned, but that's the drop pod stuff, which is about what I expected. If we can save my cybernetics core, that would really be ideal. We're going to have to build some cannons back here just in case this keeps happening. I'd really prefer not to have to rebuild a cyber core. Let's just do a bunch of adepts just because we can upgrade. We've upgraded their attack speed, which is quite nice. And I need to look around for another base. Very badly, actually. Fairly crucial at this point because we just don't have enough income. So now, see, we're pushing, you know, full energy, so we'll just use pylon call down. That's the only time that's really useful. And we have more money than we know what to, or we have more gas than we know what to do with, so we're just going to go ahead and get energizers. And I think we just need like a nice solid round of sentinels, and we're good to go, because we have a nice ranged force right here. Just need a few extra sentinels. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, and let's maybe go down and clear out this bottom left one first. And then there's a Terran base here. It's possible that Terran base would be great to take for, it's possible that Terran base would be really, really nice to take for, minerals. So let's swing down here. We got to rebuild our defenses. Yeah, so these attacks are pretty frequent. Not easy. Okay. And we've got a nice little, I wouldn't say a death ball, but, you know, it's as good as it can get.
These Terrans have come even further in their research. How can those links resist against destruction? I think there's more to explore than those power links.
Okay, let's go ahead and warp in some sentinels. And yeah, I think, well, that Black Hammer was definitely, the Black Hammer was 100% mercenary, but the tanks and, like, the Marines and such.
The first power link is destroyed. Well done, brethren. Let's move on to another one.
Yikes.
2 links are still remaining. Sentinels, purify our foes until none remain.
I didn't want to have to use orbital strike there. No problem. But yeah, I think that they're just skinned like from Nova Covert Ops. These attacks, it's got harder. It certainly got harder. Okay, these, where did these come from? I have a sneaky suspicion that these were actually spawned here. So we lost our cyber core. Let's build it over here where it's a little safer, because they shouldn't be attacking us from down here anymore. I really would love to just push out into this Terran base. Leave my units over in this direction, because this is where we're getting attacked. Let's throw down one more pylon here so that we can remake a bunch of cannons, even though I don't really have the income to do so on one base. So I need to slowly build up enough units. Oh, you bitch. Fungal growth. That's rough. I was going to question, you know, how can the AI really be challenging against purifiers when you just have just monster units like sentinels and energizers? And I see how. You just make the attacks pretty unforgiving in terms of frequency. So that's it's pretty cool. Another large attack here. I'm not gonna fuck around with this. We're gonna orbital strike. Get rid of the hard-hitting units. Yeah, 55 health. These aren't mercenaries. 55 health is normal with combat shields, so that's good to know. I'd like to just get a large enough force to push into this. We have so much gas, but not minerals. So I suppose let's just wait for our cooldowns here. And I'd like to just smash through that Terran base. Getting rid of where their production facilities are is going to be huge. We have enough, I mean, we have enough adepts here. So let's just do this. Wait for those energizers. And then as we get more money, we'll make cannons. But I'd like to really push through here. We should have an orbital strike up to help with what's in here.
Secure this location and set up our base. I'm wondering how they will react.
Okay, that's what needed to happen here. These Hunter-Seeker missiles actually hurt a lot. You're wondering how they're going to react. They're going to be not happy, is what I would imagine. We're destroying their base. Okay, wipe all this stuff out. Let's try to destroy this Raven if possible. Let's just get rid of their production. Again, they're not building out of these buildings, which is harrowing. Because that makes me think that they're not going to be... They're maybe sending attacks only from another base. I'd hope that this would thin out the attack waves. Okay, we need to take this other base as soon as possible. Looks like a good amount of minerals here, so let's throw this down and another pylon here. But that also means we're only going to have to be defending up in this area, which is very, very good for us. Okay, and we've got orbital strike for the future. It looks like this is connected. I'm curious to know if they attack from down here too. I suppose we'll find out soon enough. Let's leave my army right in between the two bases. Oh, it's just some random Zerglings. No problem. I'm going to make one cannon just for the future. I'm going to orbital strike again. It's weird seeing the Proton or the Terran attack with the Zerg, but again, apparently the Terran are, I don't understand if they're controlling them of some sort. That's sort of what was explained, but I'm not really sure. All right, let's hotkey this. We still have some good minerals here. What's happening to... I must be pulling probes off. Let's just go ahead and move these over here. We can change our chrono because we want to be making probes. Okay, and I suppose... Did I lose these cannons? They weren't finished building yet. I was going to say, I'm losing these cannons so fast that it's not really even worth building them at this point. We just want to keep some units home, just in case. So, this got a lot harder from what it was from Mission 1, that's for sure. We don't need gas right now, so I don't plan on building any gas. Or building any building any assimilators, excuse me. Someone's losing their mind. Gas geysers! Ah! Assimilators! Okay. And I suppose let's just go ahead and fully saturate this. See, where are these idle workers coming from? Oh, right here. Vespene Geyser. That makes sense. We may need to saturate these geysers pretty soon. But for now, let's just focus on our income. And the main attacks are coming from up here. It might be worth wiping out what's ever up here. I'd like to make a lot more adepts. See, sometimes they'll say adepts and sometimes they'll say adepts. I, for one, am thinking adepts makes the most sense. But I'm not sure. Only 14 probes doesn't make sense for this. Because it's 3 per patch, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it theoretically is 21 probes for full saturation. Same for up here. But I'm not sure. Maybe that's been changed. Maybe I don't know. Maybe something's been modified. Okay, I think we have enough energizers for now. So let's just go ahead and start throwing down some adepts. See, sometimes I'll say adepts. Oh, dear. Let's pull these into our cannons. I think these... No, God. I really should have orbital struck those before it was too late. They still with the slight delay of the projectiles coming down from space, though, they probably still would have hit us with those fungal growths. I am going to overbuild on probes here just because I have a sneaking suspicion that that number isn't correct. Okay, more adepts.
Glory to the Daylon.
Nice. Okay. And I think we just need some more meat. We need sentinels. I mean, they're literally not meat because they're robots, but you know. Interestingly enough, I think it's canon that sentinels aren't, like, they haven't been imprinted with a real personality, so I don't know if they're AI or not. I think they're literally just disposable. I think they're completely disposable, whereas adepts are like actual Protoss, I think. I'm not sure about that, because it was something like in the Sentinel option in the campaign, it talks about how, you know, there aren't enough Templar personalities to put into Sentinels, so they don't do it. I don't know if that means that they're not... I'm not sure. They're just fully machines or not. Maybe another round of Sentinels and we'll be ready to go. I'm a little wary only because of how challenging the enemy attacks are getting. I'd like to wait for the next attack and maybe go for this bottom right one. Alternatively, it seems like all the main attacks are coming from up here, so if we attack this and get rid of the enemy's main base, Oh, we need pylons. And get rid of the enemy's main base, then we'll be in really good shape, and we can easily take that bottom right base with impunity. Let's go ahead and throw these down, and I'm going to put a cannon here just in case, because it seems like there's some random enemy attacks that come from up in that direction. Okay. Random bioballs coming in. I'm going to save my orbital strike for when we go and attack. Okay, I'm thinking now is the time. Pretty large, well, nah, not worth it. Well, maybe it was. You guys need to move up here. I think Sentinels, not Sentinels, Energizers and Adepts is just a crazy, crazy good. Crazy, crazy good. And then what we do is we pop one into phasing mode and we give ourselves a round of Sentinels. Even though I don't think we lost any Sentinels, we will in the next fight. I think we will in the next fight, only because a lot of the Zealots that reconstructed there, Sentinels that reconstructed there, are going to be in trouble in the next big battle. There might be, there has to be a Zerg base somewhere. If we can ignore it, I'm going to ignore it. Let's attack into here. Let's go ahead and do that. Certainly seemed pretty effective. And these Banshees are going to get smoked by Adepts because our Adepts do so much damage versus light. And then they're doing faster attack because of whatever that upgrade we got for them was. Resonating Glaives, plus the Energizers. All right, so another one down.
Another link is down. There's one more link, brethren. We shall purify Endion once and for all.
All right, this right here sort of seems to me like the Terran main base, but it's not near one of the links, so I say we just ignore it. I say we just ignore it, and if we need, we can orbital strike enemies that come to attack us at home, or we just get a bunch of cannons, like extra cannons here. Lots of random Zerg here. We don't really need this gas, but I'm going to pick it up because I'm really anal about that kind of stuff. And yeah, let's just do this. It doesn't matter if we can't physically walk out of our base because we can warp anywhere. All right, so let's go down to the bottom left. So this is probably the Terran base. And the Zerg base, there's some creep, so I assume that's it right there. So let's hope that there's not like another Zerg base down here. I'm thinking we're not going to need to orbital strike. I'd really hate to have to. Nope, okay, we're good. Okay, these Banelings are sort of tearing me up, but let's continue. It's probably good that we came from this direction. It's probably good that we came from this direction, because who knows, maybe it's not even connected down here.
Destroy this power link. It must be disabled immediately.
Indeed. Okay, give me more Sentinels. Oh, okay, alright, you guys need to pull them into the cannons.
The last one is done. We should warp in our brethren before it's too late.
Okay, that was it. Those Mutalisks were about to murder me.
Endion is no more. But there is more to this than we have seen.
So a couple things. One thing that I meant to point out earlier is it's kind of neat how everything's just sort of on fire, considering that they use Cybros to purify the planet. So it's a nice little touch that you see a lot of the foliage on fire. And then at the end there, that was the fire coming in because Endion was still being continually purged, basically, but because we destroyed those links, we took the shield down. So there's kind of a mystery here on what these Terrans are doing. And what they're trying to do with the Zerg as well, and what interest they had in Endion in the first place. Hey, this has been Jayborino. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye now.